time for your midday fix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to bathroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Happy Thursday. I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
And I'm Chal Lontoc. Join us in the next hour and a half for the news, feeds, and stories that matter to you.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
One more day before the weekend.
You know what?
Same tone pa
I know you're opening today, but you know, I was about to laugh while we're talking, we're opening the show because somebody said in the studio that Miss Minchin is here and the professors of the school.
Guidance counselor is here and Father Ferdi.
Oh yeah, this is giving Miss Minchin. Who am I?
No, this is
the instructor.
the mom of the students.
Yeah. The hot
Mrs.
mom.
Sales.
Oh my
mom.
gosh.
Always the mommy.
Yes.
Hot mom, hot
No,
mom.
not mommy, hot mom.
Thank you.
Well, speaking of being hot, guys,
Yes.
so I watched a recent interview, a podcast with Martha Stewart. I love her so much.
She
We
is
love
hot.
Martha.
I love
Yeah.
her. She's so unhinged. But
I've spoken to her.
no way.
Really?
But she was saying in the interview that before she goes to the gym, she has to shower and she has to put on makeup because there are boys there.
Wait,
So
while
she's
showering?
still
No,
hunting.
after you mean, right?
If she,
after.
she showers, puts makeups, and then she
Fixes
works
up.
out.
Okay, I get it.
So I'm like, hold on, guys. Do y'all put makeup when you work out?
Definitely not.
I don't.
no.
It's harmful to your skin
But
because you
don't you dilate your pores?
and you
Yeah, it
sweat.
opens.
And it
Yeah,
goes
it's
inside. So
It clogs your
Martha,
pores.
The
But
bacteria.
she's OG Martha, so...
That's right.
Martha,
Martha's good.
we do not suggest you to wear makeup while working out, girl.
Maybe that's her secret of why she looks so young. The sweat and the makeup.
And always
mixed
fresh.
together.
No, I
Well,
actually.
it
Although I've
depends,
seen-
it depends on the ingredients in your makeup, probably.
That
Because
too.
makeup these days,
Yeah.
they now have ingredients that are supposedly good for your skin.
Or should be
niacinamide.
non-comedogenic.
Like-
That's
Niacinamide,
that word,
right?
non-comedogenic.
You know, you are a resident like derma girl. You always have,
Mine
you know,
is
I know a few
Expert.
things about skin. Yeah, I read a
Although
lot.
now that I think about it, I do see women who actually wear makeup in the gym. Like full on, all dressed up. I guess it helps you pump yourself up, but not for me.
I
Actually-
sweat a lot, so for me, my pores are gonna
Yeah,
get
no, but
clogged, so
actually,
can't-
I saw this lady one time going up the escalator from a gym. She's a celebrity. She was a sexy star, married. Now she's got a good life, you know, very happily married with another celebrity. I'm not gonna mention who it is. But full on makeup in the gym, I was like, babe, what's happening? Like,
With lashes, red lipstick.
full on makeup. I was like,
Interesting. Well, there are people who don't sweat. So maybe Martha and
Who
those
are
That's
they?
women
weird.
that don't.
That is weird.
You don't
does
sweat?
anybody?
I do.
Those
Of
that
course.
ano,
But if
those
it's
who
a hard
don't sweat
workout.
are those the one who has done sweat socks.
Actually, I want to do sweat talks.
I've done it.
And are
with
we-
Ivy.
Did it
Yes,
help?
yes, it works. Yeah.
Oh, no wonder she keeps showing killing on air.
Dry. Keep it dry, girls. Keep it dry.
I suggest no. Sweat talks is the best. I
Yeah.
have to say.
I have to get that.
Yeah. And you can also put it in your palms,
No,
in your
I'm scared of the
feet.
needles.
Here's another hot topic, especially online. You actually see a lot of people debating about who gets to stay in BGC, and the word "gang gang" is really coming up big.
This is something I haven't heard of.
Okay, not
Okay,
just
what's
gang gang,
gang
but
gang?
also young stunners. So
Yeah, okay, I've heard of gang gang. What's young stunners?
Wait,
It's
wait,
actually
wait,
the
say it
same.
again.
Young stunners.
Stunners.
stunners. It's actually
Hey.
the same. And me, actually, you know, living there, I have a right to this conversation.
Yes,
and
it's your right.
and you know, you see a lot of these kids walk around, and to me, it's okay as long as they don't cause crime, they don't fight with each other. Some of them are skateboarders, but what's your take on it to people who are watching? Because everyone's debating about it on Threads,
Sino,
on
sino?
X, online. everyone online now, online. Those who are like hot. It's a hot topic.
Is it okay? Number one, we should not discriminate because we don't know their background.
True.
So I think let's just keep it real. I think the discrimination here is their financial capacity
No, but I think also
or their social status.
It's
with
profiling.
It's profiling.
Yeah,
And with the younger
exactly.
generation, that's the uso now, the streetwear.
Exactly.
So-
That's what I'm trying to say because they're profiling. A person looks a certain way, you immediately think, oh, criminal.
Right.
They come from, you know, the slums or something like that. it may not be true. These kids, for all we know, they come from Dasmore or Forbes
Well,
or
and
let
They
them
just
hang
live in
out.
the area, yeah.
Or live in the condos in
Yeah.
the area. They're
they're
even richer than
jewels.
you.
So I'll be inviting you guys over to BGC on our streetwear, putting on our streetwear,
I'm
and
down.
being one with them.
And like their jewelry is also probably more expensive. Their grills on the teeth.
They've
like,
got grills?
No, I'm just saying sometimes like that's
So they actually-
that's the profile,
No, but
right?
then-
Like if you have grills.
Don't you, when you go out for errand day or just grocery shopping, don't you just put on something comfortable?
Oh, I
maybe,
wear athleisure.
You know,
Well, these
just
kids are actually
shorts
just
and-
expressing
No,
themselves
sweetie,
going
but
out.
they have like skateboards. It's a
And they come in a big group.
Oh,
walking
okay,
around.
okay.
it's called gang.
That's why it's gang,
Yes.
gang.
Yes,
To
gang.
some
but-
people, it could get intimidating walking around. But if you think about it, if you go around Hong Kong, well, not Hong Kong anymore, but Japan or Taiwan, you've got these areas where you got these young people dressed up, you know. So it
Yeah,
could
and
be
they
somewhat
and they
the
do
same.
their half tunnel, and that's where they do their.
What's a half tunnel?
Ladies,
What's a
skateboarding.
Are you a skateboarder?
Are you crazy?
That is
No,
interesting.
But you know,
Gang, OG
just
gang.
if the kids are watching or kung sino man
here-
nag-gang.
Ayan, father's lecturing.
Father's lecture.
Father Ferdi.
Just make sure that you are conscious of the people around you because they might get scared, diba? They might think that you're
Gangster.
about to do crime,
okay.
which may not be the case. But also, we should not let our guards down also because some of them, you know, some people
True.
from different places also might use this as an opportunity to create, you know, certain misdemeanors.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Listen to Tito Ferdi.
Listen to
Father
Tito
Ferdi.
Yeah,
Ferdi.
Father Ferdi.
Father
Alright, here's
Ferdi.
something I want to talk about.
Yes.
There are now support dogs apparently
I love
being
this.
introduced for the nervous travelers out there.
This is a Mo story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because studies have shown dogs really do calm and help with your anxiety. I just hope, as an animal advocate, here we go. This mention's coming out. I just hope that the
Tita Mo.
Tita Mo's coming out. I just hope that the canine dogs are treated well. Actually, you know what I do? You know, like there's some hotels. And I feel bad for the dogs because all day they go around the cars, right? The canine dogs, and
Oh, they
check
sniff
the cars.
around, yeah.
They sniff around. Kawawa, it's so hot. They smell all the fumes. So I always, when I pass by a hotel and I go, I make sure, Kuya, kumain na ba yung aso
Yeah.
mo? Make sure he's rested.
Water.
Like I make sure, hindi ma'am, meron yan. So I always double check just to make
Maybe
sure
Yeah,
they
because
should
they have
dogs are
also
okay.
shorten the shifts.
Yeah.
No,
for
but
these
they have
dogs.
short shifts, huh?
Yeah.
They don't go, I think, more than 2 hours.
But
I may be mistaken, but...
Actually, I'm for that. They should not do canine dogs to check the cars. Because
Why?
the police,
fumes, the fumes.
like, kawawa, they inhale that. So I think they should have that. The guards
metal
naman have it.
detector.
Some
That's a-
hotels
that's-
have
that's-
it.
that's
but
a
this-
the mirror
catch-22.
thingy.
So, but this one is in airports, and what's going to be happening is that people can actually like touch them, borrow them. How does it work?
I'm not sure how it
They can pet
works,
them
but they're just
also
walking
to
around.
just
yeah.
ease the anxiety of
And they don't need
travelers before flying.
passports.
No, but they fly with you, right?
No, they don't. It's just in the terminal.
No, they fly.
They fly with you.
They fly with you.
Oh, they fly with you?
Yes, that's
Oh,
why it's like
wow.
a support puppy.
Oh,
And
if
then
you're
no-
scared of flying.
And then no, they calm you down long before your flight in the terminal. 'cause
It's not like a seeing dog or it's now a different support dog for nervous flyers.
Wait, so how does that work? Do
Exactly,
You buy,
how do you
I'm like,
differentiate?
wait,
you rent a dog?
And also where?
No,
where
yun nga,
are
do you
these
buy a ticket
dogs
We're gonna
available?
find out more about this, but as long as it's about pets and it's about
And it's a
comforting-
happy
it's a happy
story.
story. It's a happy
Yes.
story. So
Yeah, but you know, again, going back to what you said, Mo, like, you know, they shouldn't have dogs check out, you know, bum sniffing dogs for cars. I don't know about that. Perhaps they can put, you know, they can control it in such a way that the dog's not harmed. But I think, you know, dogs
turn
can
the cars
smell
off.
better than human beings. Yeah, turn the car
Yeah,
off.
there's a way.
There are ways. There are ways.
Because
Because
Yeah.
dogs are
Kawawa eh.
trained specifically to detect that kind of scent from, you know, maybe a bomb
Yes,
or
from
other
explosives, yeah.
yeah, explosives and other contraband.
well, you know what, counselor, homeroom teacher Chal wants to talk about our guest for today
Yes.
because we have art and we have more art in the event scene.
Yes.
Yes, so today we've got Art Fair co-founder Trickie Lopa and event stylist Gideon Hermosa giving us their take on the art world and events world.
The Gideon Hermosa.
Big Gideon.
Yes,
Gideon
very
world.
exciting show coming up. But first, the headlines. Today's top stories: Malacanang condemns fake medical results on the president's health circulating online. It assures the public President Bongbong Marcos is fully capable of discharging his duties. Former Environment Secretary Lito Atienza accuses Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste of grossly violating the franchise law when he sold his Solar Para sa Bayan shares to a foreign entity. In sports, tennis star Alex Ayala advances to the quarterfinals of the Philippine Women's Open. And later in the show, we'll speak with Art Fair co-founder Trickie Lopa and renowned event stylist Gideon Hermosa. Our top story: Malacanang condemns the circulation of a fabricated medical report supposedly stating the condition of President Bongbong Marcos, who was briefly hospitalized last week. The palace warns the document being shared online is fake and malicious. Ivy Reyes is reporting live from Malacanang. Hi, Ivy. Tell us what was stated in that document.
Yes, Mai, Malacanang, together with St. Luke's Medical Center, has heavily condemned a circulating photo with President Bongbong Marcos' name. St. Luke's Medical Center has already clarified the photo as fake and falsified. The photo in question says PBBM has severe diverticulitis, indicating clinical deterioration, among other relevant medical concerns. St. Luke's then advised the public that any medical document obtained, posted, or shared outside their official channels are considered fraudulent and falsified. The hospital also cautioned the sharing of unofficial medical results, as these may constitute legal consequences. Meanwhile, the Presidential Communications Office on the same night released a video of the president getting candid with Palace Press Officer Claire Castro about his recovery process.
Tatampo sa akin yung mga doktor ko kasi sinasabi nila wag muna. Sabi ko hindi ko naman pwede pag-antayin lahat ng mga nangyayari. So tinuloy ko na lang. And tomorrow I have some meetings in the office.
The president also clarified that he skipped yesterday's engagement at the palace because he had to attend to another one. He added he got bored over the weekend when his doctors advised him to rest, which is why he caught up with paperwork instead. He also thanked those who expressed concern over his health, but assured the public that he received the best medical care. The president skipped the Philippine National Police Day this morning, and Executive Secretary Ralph Recto took note that PBBM seemed to have lost some weight, probably due to the president's strict diet. And President Marcos was also asked in the same video with Yusek Claire Castro last night about the inhibition of Majority Floor Leader Sandro Marcos from the impeachment process. He said that he only heard it from the news because the presidential son did not inform him about his decision beforehand. And the president took note that it's only proper to recuse because they're family, and that this may affect how the public will view the impeachment proceedings.
Ivy, as Malacanang and even the president himself tries to assure us that he's fine and there's no cause for concern, will we be seeing more of him in upcoming events lined up for him?
As of now, the only scheduled meetings of the president are private meetings with his cabinet secretaries, so we have yet to know about public engagements in the coming days.
Thank you, Ivy Reyes, reporting to us live from Malacanang. President Marcos calls on police personnel to focus on visibility, disciplined conduct, and service that people can trust in today's celebration of PNP Day. In his message, the president vows to continue to provide training to our police force to help improve their operations. He says he recognizes those who deliver results on the ground.
We are committed to strengthening training that improves decision-making in very real situations, investing in systems that shorten response times, and enforcing accountability mechanisms that protect both the public and the honest police officer.
In other news, former Congressman Lito Atienza claims Batangas 1st District Representative Leandro Leviste grossly violated a provision under the law granting a franchise to his firm Solar Para sa Bayan Corporation. On Bilyonaryo News channels at the forefront, Atienza accuses Leviste of selling SPBC shares to a foreign entity based on news reports.
Pinagmalaki pa ng ni Congressman Leviste. I sold a portion of the solar para sa bayan to some Korean interest, and the nation made billions of dollars. That the nation, excuse me, Juan de la Cruz, the ordinary Filipino, did not get a centavo out of that exchange of money.
Section 18 of Republic Act 11357 outlines the prohibition of the sale, lease, or transfer of Leviste's franchise to any person or entity without the prior approval of Congress. A news report shows Leviste donated all his SPBC shares to an associate after winning a congressional seat in 2025. Another report states Leviste's Solar Philippines Power Project holdings, separate from SPBC, sold a 38% stake to Korea Electric Power Corporation in 2018. Meanwhile, should Congress launch a probe on the solar franchise issue, Atienza says he is willing to testify both on his allegations about Leviste and his mother, Senator Loren Legarda.
He was really earnestly working for the approval of the application of her son's solar para sa bayan. And she played a major role in that sense, because without her support, the proposal of the young Leviste was a big joke.
The new gas field discovery in Malampaya could provide power as early as the last quarter of the year. That's according to Energy Secretary Sharon Garin. Garin tells BNC's The Spokes that 85% of foreign investors coming to the Philippines are in the energy sector, and this discovery sends a strong signal to the international community. The DOE earlier said this is the first major natural gas find in more than 30 years, marking a historic milestone for the Philippines' energy industry.
Ang maganda kasi sa discovery, what I'm really happy about is not only that we saw the fire on the field during the term of the president, but it gives a good signal internationally. So they're drilling 3, 1 is successful, we're waiting for the other 2. Last year, he signed like isang bagsakan, 8 contracts, no? And then 8 contracts na gas and oil exploration, yung signed ng president. And then he passed the law on natural gas. So ang daming, those are little things, but it gives a good signaling to the international community. Ngayon po, ang dami pong gustong mag-bid na sa Philippines and looking at the Philippines because they've seen the success of Malampaya and the policies that are very consistent.
So
In other news, senators are now discussing the growing number of acting secretaries who serve as the alter egos of the president. Hannah T. is on the line for more. Hannah, tell us more about this.
Senator Rodante Marcoleta is sounding the alarm over the growing number of key government agencies still being run by acting secretaries. He said this setup could weaken accountability at the highest levels of government as critical departments, including the Office of the Executive Secretary, DPWH, DOJ, DBM, and even the Presidential Communications Office remain without confirmed heads. He stressed that cabinet secretaries are the president's alter egos, and if the president has full confidence in them, their appointments should be immediately submitted to the Commission on Appointments. While not illegal, Marcoleta warned that acting secretaries now exercise the full powers of regular cabinet members. including approving projects and handling large public funds without confirmation. Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson agreed this has been a long-standing problem, revealing that no ad interim appointments were issued even after the Senate resumed session. Senate President Tito Soto added that under Supreme Court rulings, acting secretaries are meant to serve only for a limited time. Senators welcomed the discussion and said the matter could be taken up further in committee hearings, especially once the appointments are referred to the CA. Mai?
Hannah, is there any statement from Malacanang regarding this?
So far, Mai, we have not received an official statement from Malacanang. Back to you, Mai.
All right, thank you. Hannah T. reporting to us from the Senate. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia warns that extending political dynasty prohibitions to the fourth degree of consanguinity and affinity, including distant relatives, would require extensive proof and lengthy proceedings. This comes as the House begins deliberations on long-stalled anti-dynasty bills. Garcia told BNC's On Point that with thousands of potential cases, resolving disputes before Election Day would be nearly impossible. Considering this, he said limiting restrictions to the second degree of consanguinity and affinity may be the most workable option.
So far po, second degree tayo. Yung pong members ng parliament dyan po sa Bangsamoro, naglagay po sila sa kanilang election code up to second degree of consanguinity. Yung SK reform law, second degree of consanguinity. Siguro nga, Ma'am Pinky, para lang medyo acceptable na rin po sa lahat, simulan na lang muna natin sa second degree. This is just my personal opinion. Second degree po para hindi rin mahirap. Kasi pagka po dumating na tayo up to pinsang buo, medyo complicated naman kasi papasok na yung pangalawang factor na dapat talagang pumasok sa discussion. Yung within the same province ba? Within the same municipality? Within the same city? O isang probinsya at saka national? So dyan po papasok naman yung mas komplikado na problema.
Garcia adds that passing an anti-dynasty law alone is not enough without amending certain provisions in the Omnibus Election Code. He also says an anti-dynasty law should give election officials the power to refuse questionable candidacies outright when family ties are proven. An infectious diseases expert urges caution over meat consumption amid the Nipah virus outbreak in India. Dr. Ronjean Solante told BNC's Agenda that controlling the risk of the virus requires stricter vigilance at entry points. Experts have previously said that the infection can be acquired from fruit bats and may be transmitted to pigs and other animals.
So ang ano lang natin siguro dito na we need to control, we need to monitor the borders, especially for those who are traveling abroad and coming home and who visited those places na meron ng outbreak ngayon. They should be monitored also for symptoms, the usual health check that they undergo doon sa Bureau of Quarantine sa airport. Yeah, but because of this outbreak, ang advice talaga natin na anybody who will be taking any type of beef, no? Kasi there's a possibility whether it's cow, horses, pig, or even other. Yes, we have to see to it that properly cooked, no, or properly saan yung source na malinis ang source nito. And importante na talagang luto siya, hindi lang yung hilaw. Kasi the virus can really thrive in an uncooked type of meat.
The National Police Commission Chief Rafael Calinisan identifies Bilyonaryo Charlie Atong-Ang as the alleged sabong boss who tried to meddle in the investigation of police officers linked to the case of missing sabongeros. Calinisan says Ang attempted to protect the policeman from being dismissed from service by tapping someone close to him. Last year, the NAPOLCOM chief revealed that two groups had sought to interfere with the commission's probe involving 12 active members of the Philippine National Police. Recently, the NAPOLCOM announced the dismissal of 11 police officers and recommended that a police general tagged in the case also be removed from service. Authorities are now actively pursuing the gambling tycoon who is currently considered the country's most wanted criminal. The mayor of Dupax del Norte in Nueva Vizcaya, Juan Paulo Cayetano, clarifies there are no mining operations yet in the area. He says activities in Barangay Bigno are limited to exploration only. The statement followed the enforcement of a court order that led to the dismantling of barricades set up by residents opposing the project. Speaking on BNC's Politico Nightly, Cayetano explained that there are drilling activities being done for land studies, but these do not yet amount to a large-scale mining operation.
Klaro lang po, ayon po sa batas, the Mining Act of 1995, magkaiba po ang ibig po sabihin ng exploration and mining. Ang ibig po sabihin ng exploration under the law is basically this is a research. They're searching for natural resources. Ang mining po, that is already conduct of extraction of natural resources. So ang sitwasyon po ngayon is exploration po ang nangyayari. Ayon po sa exploration permit na binigay po sa amin sa munisipyo.
The country's economy slowed in 2025, partly due to the impacts of the flood control scandal. Paulo Barcelon joins us on the phone from Mactan, Cebu with the details. Hi, Paulo. Tell us, please explain, how has the flood control corruption controversy directly affected the economy?
My economy planning and development chief Arsenio Balisacan says dampened consumer and business confidence is one of the key factors that slowed down the economy. Balisacan says government should fast-track important legislative measures such as safeguards in public spending, the Party List System Reform Act, and the Anti-Dynasty Bill to help regain the confidence of consumers and investors. He adds infrastructure projects should be accompanied by spending safeguards and master plans. As in Q4 of 2025, infra spending showed the slowest growth at negative 7.1%. The DepDev hopes 2026 may see a rebound following the Philippines ASEAN chairmanship. And while consumer confidence may still be dampened in the first few months of 2026, they're hoping to see it improve by the remainder of the year. Balisacan also says revised targets of 5 to 6% in 2026 and 5.5 to 6.5% in 2027. The Q4 GDP of the Philippines last year is also down to 3%. The lowest since 2011. That's also lower after the PSA revised the Q3 2025 GDP to 3.9% from the previous 4.0% forecast. Mai.
Paulo, you're attending the ASEAN Tourism Forum. Now, is tourism another area where economic managers are looking to boost the economy?
Yes, Mai. Actually, Secretary Balisacan said in the PSA media briefing earlier that one of the possible ways that the Philippines can regain its economic footing is through investments in tourism. They're also hoping that the Philippines could catch up in terms of improving visitor experiences such as e-visas or visa on arrivals, as well as also finding ways to address tourism infrastructure needs so that accessibility, especially between our different islands, would be faster, which can also contribute to increased tourism numbers. In fact, over the last few briefings that we've had here at the ASEAN NTO media briefings, we are seeing countries like Indonesia and Singapore already breaching their pre-pandemic tourism numbers, something that the Philippines is still aiming to get well within or 4 years past the prime of the COVID pandemic. Mai.
Thank you. Paulo Barcelon joining us from Cebu. Chinese electric vehicle giant BYD has climbed into the top 3 of Philippine vehicle sales in 2025. Already ahead of Tesla in global EV sales, BYD is also leading the local electric vehicle market. Our mobility correspondent G. Baroga has this story.
A shake-up in the local auto rankings. Suzuki, Ford, and Nissan slipped from their usual spots in the top 5 following the release of BYD Cars Philippines' 2025 sales figures. According to AC Mobility, backed by Bilyonaryo Zobel de Ayala family, BYD sold more than 26,000 vehicles, marking its quote, strongest performance to date. That's a 446% year-on-year jump. Leading the charge was the all-electric Cignal hatchback, while the plug-in hybrid SUV Sea Lion 6 topped BYD's DMI lineup.
那么很多的其实海外朋友也问我，他们关注到菲律宾的这个增长也是在东盟地区非常突出的。因此的话呢，其实正如我们当初所说的，今年汽车发展的趋势，它不是可选项，它是一个必然项。
In a statement, BYD Cars Philippines Managing Director Bob Palanca says new energy vehicles gained strong traction in the country last year. The takeaway is simple: making EVs affordable works. That's why BYD says it remains focused on keeping electric vehicles within reach of Filipino families. Riding on this momentum, BYD and AC Mobility have renewed their distribution partnership. The move is expected to bring in more EV technologies supported by charging infrastructure and after-sales services. Beyond BYD's core lineup, its luxury brand Denza has also officially entered the Philippine car scene. The company sees the country as one of the fastest evolving mobility markets in Southeast Asia.
在多个国家上市，所有的市场都已经给予了非常好的支持和关注。所以26年我们非常期待 BYD 和腾势这个双品牌在菲律宾以及东盟的多个国家和地区继续服务好我们的车主朋友。
Denza launches locally with 3 initial models: the D9 luxury MPV, the B5 mid-size luxury SUV, and the B8 luxury large SUV. Denza has named Alabang, Cebu, Makati, and Green Hills as its initial dealer partners in the Philippines, seen as the first step in building a premium ownership ecosystem for future customers. For BNC Mobility, G. Baroga.
More people are flocking to BGC to personally witness how the recently launched portal, the first in Asia, connects the country to the world. Lian Bustillos gives us a glimpse of the portal in action.
3, 2.
Bonifacio Global City marked a historic moment on January 21, 2026, with the launch of the first ever portal in Asia, an interactive art installation that creates a live visual connection between Metro Manila and the rest of the world. Located along 5th Avenue at Bonifacio High Street in Taguig City, the portal is a circular structure fitted with a large screen that streams live video feeds from different parts of the globe. The project is led by the portal's organization, a global initiative aimed at connecting people beyond borders and cultures. At present, the BGC portal is linked to 5 other portals around the world: in Vilnius, Lithuania, Lublin, Poland, Dublin, Ireland, Philadelphia in the United States, and Ipswich in the United Kingdom, allowing people on both ends to see each other in real time and exchange friendly waves. Among those who visited the installation was Graciela Kalimag, who made a special trip to Bonifacio Global City to personally experience the unique digital connection offered by the portal.
Super po masaya kasi nakita niyo po yung mga nangyayari sa ibang mga countries, ganyan. As well as, syempre, nakita din po nila kung ano po yung nangyayari sa country natin. Kasi, syempre, nagkaroon dito sa Philippines, sa country natin. And na-experience natin kung paano siya mangyari, ganyan.
Nakakaway po ba kayo sa mga...
Yes po, kanina. Meron pong mga dumating kanina. And yun,
More portals are also set to open later this year in Piauí, Brazil, and other countries worldwide. According to Portals organization founder Benedictus Gillies, the project goes beyond technology, serving as a platform for cultural understanding and a symbol of unity among people across the globe. For BGC Chief Operating Officer Enrique Manuel Jr., the portal represents the Philippines opening its doors to the world, giving Filipinos the opportunity to showcase their culture and warmth while engaging with people from different nations. Open 24 hours a day, the portal invites residents and visitors alike to stop by, take a look, and wave, offering a one-of-a-kind experience that feels like a window to another country, right here in the heart of Metro Manila. Lian Bustillos, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
She is changing the way Filipinos experience art and proving that it doesn't have to be intimidating to be meaningful. Up next, we sit down with Art Fair Philippines co-founder Trickie Lopa to talk about how the fair started, how it's grown, and what's in store this year. Don't go anywhere. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. For many people, art can feel intimidating, something you admire from a distance but don't always feel invited into. So how does someone completely transform an art scene and make it more accessible to everyone?
This afternoon, we're joined via Zoom by someone who's done that exactly. She is a trailblazer in the Filipino art world. Please welcome Art Fair Philippines co-founder and my buddy, Trickie Lopa. Trickie, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Trickie, for joining us this afternoon. We're so excited for Art Fair Philippines.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys there next week.
Yes.
Please. Yeah.
Super looking forward to it. And this year, you've changed venues.
Yes, we have.
Is it because of the influx of Filipinos wanting to see pieces?
No, not just that. There are exciting things in store for the Circuit Makati, that complex, where we are going to be the first movers in what is envisioned to be the new arts and culture hub of Makati City.
Wow.
Yes,
So you're the
yeah.
opening salvo for this.
Yes, this is a multi-year plan. I mean, I don't want to say too much because it's nice to get surprised every year. But for this year, it will be the art fair that will move there. We're taking over a building and we've transformed it into a multi-level exhibition space.
How exciting, Trickie. I remember we talked to you last year. You first started Art Fair Philippines or Art in the Park back in 2013. Correct me if I'm wrong. But since you first started, how have these initiatives shifted? How have you seen the evolution of the Filipino art scene?
Okay. Art in the Park actually is celebrating its 20th year this year. It started in 2006. Art Fair Philippines, you're correct, started in 2013, and one led to the other. Art in the Park was a very successful, I guess, very casual day out in the park. We first organized it, Lisa Periquiat and I, to benefit the Museum Foundation of the Philippines to celebrate the second anniversary of the Salcedo Community Market, which is another initiative for the community that has gone on. But anyway, because of the success of Art in the Park, and you realize that there is an audience for art, together with some local galleries at that time, we felt it was time for a proper art fair, and which is why we did Art Fair Philippines in 2013.
Yes, and Art Fair Philippines is... It's like it's a major activity for the year because everybody's jostling for tickets, everybody's jostling for pieces. In fact, there's like always lunch talk. Are you invited to the vernissage? Is there pre-vernissage so that people can already get the pieces they want, right? Is that still the same this year?
I think so. I think people have gotten used to the rhythm of the art fair. Public fair days begin February 6, and tickets are available actually for purchase online. We have close to 50 exhibitors this year. I think 50 exhibitors this year.
Yes.
But the tickets also allow you access to our talks. And this is the educational program of the fair, which we organize with the Ateneo Art Gallery. And really, it's a way to, I guess, enhance what you see in the fair.
Right.
You really want to go deeper into your knowledge about the art scene, about art, about what's happening in the local art ecosystem, then the talks are a great complement to the fair. So it's really worth spending a few hours in the fair this year.
Yeah, you mentioned there are over 50 exhibitors. Congratulations. Are there any standout exhibits or pieces for you this year that people should watch out for?
Okay, I'm gonna get into trouble with the
I know, I was about to, yes, you're gonna get into trouble.
I will just talk about what we organize, the Art Fair organizes, which is what we call Art Fair PH projects. These are commissioned works, especially for the art fair. What we do is, 10 months ago in May, that's when we start planning for the next art fair, we spoke to a group of artists. Usually it's a combination of critically renowned and commercially successful artists who we feel that can do something special for the art fair audience. And so that's how it goes. I guess you could say that the project section is the heart of each year's art fair.
Right.
And so that's what I'm looking forward to doing, because that one we've commissioned for the fair.
Yes, and I see that there are some international galleries coming to town for this.
Yes, we actually have 35%
Oh.
international. And the nice thing about this is they are very confident that their works will resonate to the local audience. So this is really part of our what we've been trying to do. It's really widen the exposure of the visual arts to our audience, and we feel that our audience has responded very positively. I mean, we throw them challenging works that are they're not familiar with, and they're very eager to learn more. And I think these international galleries see that the Filipino audience is really very engaged to what they show.
Yeah, I'm quite excited, Trickie, because I see on the list some of the galleries I support. You've got Modeca, you've got Leon Gallery there. And I heard from a little bird also that some of the artists that's globally renowned are actually going to be here.
Oh, yes. That's the nice thing about the art fair. I mean, the galleries are there. The gallerists are there, and the artists are there too. So actually, it's a great time to approach artists, ask them more about their work, and then it's a great time to meet them also. And of course, what we feel is that the art fair is just the beginning of what should be your art journey for the rest of the year. Come, get to know them in the art fair, but go visit the galleries after, go visit the museums after. And then it really keeps the scene alive.
Yeah, you've often talked about making art feel less intimidating. And a lot of people, since art fair is getting a lot of recognition in a good way, are wanting to come for the very first time. So did you guys strategize where you put what exhibit? How did you guys, I guess, structure the art fair this year to make it less intimidating for first-timers?
Well, what it is really is we have a group of galleries that have been joining us from the beginning, right? And so we know that they're there every year. What we really organize, as I mentioned, is the art fair project section. But it's really, I suppose, we know that it will that people will come and are curious to see it. So we make it in a space that's accessible, and then something that's different also this year. We're moving venues, but not to say that it's too far from where we were before. It's really just that. It's really not, we don't set out to actually plan something so specific. It's that the way we've been doing all these years has been successful, and we've gotten the audience, so we don't try to deviate too much from that. Meanwhile, don't reinvent the wheel, I guess.
What about tips for first-time goers?
Oh, come, have an open mind. Expect to stay at least 2 hours. That's the very least. And just go around. Just go around. Really just go around and enjoy. Don't feel like you have to be smart or anything like that to enjoy something. When you see something, if you're curious, ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. Research more after, but try to see everything. Try to attend the talks. We have food and beverage booths inside also, so you actually can spend the entire day inside the art fair.
Yeah, and I have Trickie. I've definitely.
Oh, really? Good.
Because I'm a big fan of your work, so I try to go every year. But this is the thing. So if you go every year, some of the pieces actually go so fast. That's the fun bit, because you there's jostling, like literally jostling for some pieces. But a lot of people say, why would I go if the pieces I want is done already? But like you said, it's important just to have and feel and look at the pieces, because even if it's purchased already, it doesn't mean to say it's off the walls. It stays for the duration of the exhibit.
Correct. 30% of our audience every year are students, and that is very gratifying for us because then it just goes to show how young people are very interested in learning about Filipino arts. And that's why, pieces stay on the walls also for them. I mean, you don't have to purchase it to appreciate the workmanship.
No, we like to purchase.
Yeah, we have a spending problem.
I know, that's not my problem now.
But Trickie, this year also, have you increased the number of exhibitors? I don't know if I heard you correctly earlier.
No, it's more or less the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how many people are you expecting this year compared to the other years?
Last year we had about 25,000 people, and that number has been steady for the past few years. We hope people will take the time to come, visit the fair. We know it's a new venue. It's not in the central business district of Makati, but as I said, plans for the circuit are so exciting. I mean, we really hope to be the first movers there and that people get used to coming to the circuit for arts and culture.
Art is constantly evolving. Are there different art forms this year that are new to the art fair?
Well, we always have a digital feature, right? In fact, one of the artists we're showing, Terence, he is a painter, but he's also a graphic designer. And he is debuting a film here that you're showing right now called The Keeper. This is something he has been working on for over a year. In fact, he talked to us last year and already said, I'd really like to show it in the art fair next year. It's an animated short, and it's great that he's moving his practice this way.
Oh no,
So
Trickie,
cool.
I like his pieces.
Yeah.
That's my jam. Oh no.
He's gonna purchase now on national television.
No. Trickie will get in trouble. But Trickie, the fun part about this is the global gallerists and galleries that, as you said, I mentioned 30% of which participate. How is that moving Filipino art on the global stage?
It's been a wonderful exchange. I mean, not only do these galleries bring out Filipino artists to their own spaces out of the country, I mean, it's the exchange, you bring art here that's not familiar with both the artist and the audience, and then the artists kind of learn from it also. And conversation and an exchange of ideas is always a good thing, I think. So, and then it develops the art that they do. And then, of course, when you get exposure out of the country, again, that's something new that you can bring back here. So, yeah, I think it's a very positive influence on our local artists and the local art scene.
Are you seeing that 30% jump, if ever, moving forward every year for the art fair?
It's been a gradual increase. It's almost like we've not noticed it, that, we started with maybe, let's say, 3 international galleries 10 years ago, let's just say, right? And it starts moving. Now, the numbers have been creeping up. I mean, it's not something we kind of consciously sought out to do. We just wanted to show art that was different, that was evolving, that we felt the audience here would appreciate. And so that's what's happened.
Yeah, Trickie, you've been working with Ayala, the Ayala Foundation and the Ayala Corp, or INC, for a few years now, since 2013, no? And this year, the creative director, Paloma Zobel, is helping you out. How have they collaborated with you with regard to the space or even curating the location?
Let me just say that their support is invaluable. We would not have been able to do it if Ayala Land, Make It Makati. This year, Paloma stepped in as creative director, and it's great that they are really pushing this to happen. They are what do you guys need? Let's make sure the art fair is as successful in a new venue as it was in the old place it was in. I mean, so it's just wonderful that you have a corporation that understands the importance of soft power, because culture is soft power, art is soft power. Not everything has to be rammed down people's throat or branded. I mean, to elevate lives. I mean, they understand that art does something to our consciousness. Art does something to to make us feel good. Art is inspiring, and they've let us run with our ideas.
Yes, well,
That
Paloma's
is really,
but Paloma's quite a creative mind, and I enjoy her process. Actually, I'm a big fan of hers. But again, I'm so excited. Please, do you have any top, like Monique a while ago asked who your top biller artists are?
Don't ask me that, everybody.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna ask you this because I see some posts coming up on the screen a while ago of some artists. Is there a reason why these particular artists are highlighted for Art Fair Philippines
You know what?
2026?
Yes, as I said, the artists for Art Fair PH projects are those who we worked with early on. Some of them have passed on, but we work with the estates because we feel that even if they passed away, now is the time for like the audience to appreciate what they were doing. So we have varied names for that. This project section will be in the 6th floor. That's the first stop when you get into the art fair. Let me also make mention of Art Walk by Ayala Land, which is part of our initiative called 10 Days of Art. What it is beginning tomorrow, we have public art dotted all around the city.
Wow!
Yeah, so you don't have to wait for the art fair to actually see art. I mean, start in the circuit itself, where we have Ronald Ventura's Carousel.
Love it.
Coming up tomorrow, and then Tower 1, in the Tower area, we have works by Alfredo and Isabel Aquiliza. In Greenbelt, there'll be exhibitions also. In the underground passageways around the Central Business District, we have art installed. And then the museums are all opening something special this weekend. So
it's one giant art gallery.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thank you to
10 days of
Ayala
art.
fam.
Yeah. All right, Trickie, how interesting. Now let's go do something fun. We're gonna do a rapid fire game. So quick answers only. Anything that
super
pops
fun,
in your
don't
head,
worry.
just answer us. All right.
Okay, what is the first artwork you ever loved?
Oh, I have no secret. Something I bought in Art in the Park 20 years ago. A small piece by Rodel Tapaya, who still
Rodel
is my
Tapaya.
favorite artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, that value has already gone up. Museum or art fair?
Ay, both.
Okay.
All right, quiet gallery or buzzing opening night?
I would have to say both. I like to go to the opening night because you get the tea, and then I come back the next day to absorb more of the art.
I love it. Artist, you wish you could have coffee with, living or has passed on?
Oh my gosh, so difficult. We're talking about international names. I would say Baltus. Yeah, I would say Baltus because his works are delightfully disturbing, and I want to know why.
I like
so,
that.
Yeah.
I like her description, delightfully disturbing. Okay, one word that describes Filipino art today.
Vibrant.
Most underrated art form for you?
Oh, fabric arts. I mean, it's getting its due. It's not as underrated as it was maybe 5 or 10 years ago, but it's an exciting medium, and the possibilities of the medium are endless. Witness our global superstar Pasita Abad, who's making waves for her tapestries.
Yes.
Having said that, we have some fabric art in the fair. Jed Unson Merino is going to be showing what he can do with mosquito nets. So we always try. For me, I always look at fabric art. I mean, so it's like
with mosquito
it's a
nets.
favorite medium of mine. Yeah.
It's amazing. All right, Trickie, when you plan an art fair, do you prefer planning in the morning or at night?
Well, midday is when we normally meet.
What's the biggest misconception about art fairs?
That it's so easy to plan? I mean, it takes us a year, right?
She just brought out the shade.
What's an art that you'd hang in your own living room, bold or subtle?
Oh, everything bold.
I was about to say, I can answer that for you.
I want to go see your house.
Art should always make you feel blank.
Alive.
Do you collect with your heart or with your head?
Heart, always.
Okay. With 1 billion what's 1 billion peso advice you've given first-time art fair visitors?
Look first, learn first, and lead with your heart. That's it. You don't feel like you have to buy something right away. And believe me, if something gets away, there's going to be something else that will come back that you love just as much. So don't worry too much about that.
I like
All
that,
right.
the 3 L's.
Yes, but that doesn't work with me. Thank you so much for joining us, Art Fair
Yeah,
Philippines
Ferdi, we'll
co-founder.
see you guys, huh?
Yes,
See you
Trickie,
there
you
next
will,
week.
and we will borrow your credit card. Okay, to purchase some art. All right?
All right. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you, Trickie. Have a
Thank you
great
so
day.
much.
Thank you so much.
Up next, we
Bye.
sit down with wedding planner and designer Gideon Hermosa as he shares how he turns love stories into unforgettable experiences. Don't go away, the Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back. We are joined today by one of the most sought-after wedding planners and designers in the country.
From curated themes to fully customized events, he's the creative force behind some of the most talked about weddings today. Now please welcome to the show, Gideon Hermosa.
Hi everyone.
Honored to
Hello.
have you
So
here.
honored to have you, Gideon.
Grabe naman.
Thank you for being in the Philippines.
Yeah, I know.
And here in our studio. Gideon, your name is one of every bride's dream when it comes to actually styling their wedding,
Hashtag
the day.
Gideonize.
Yeah, Gideonize.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to know, like, how long have you been doing this in the industry?
Okay, so we just celebrated our 15th year last year.
Congrats.
So, but that's the formal period. So, like even before that, I started young. Like my first wedding was when I was 4th year high school.
And this was you doing it yourself already, or
Yeah.
assisting other people?
No, it's like I started it as my own.
Ever
Like, yeah,
since,
ever
wow.
since. I don't know, but I have this like passion about weddings and other events.
Yeah, and it shows. Where do you typically get your inspiration? Because you turn beautiful, like amazing events, right? It's as in when you do your before and afters, when you see the before. Okay, and then when you see the after. How did he come up with that? Like, it's amazing.
Well, I always get inspiration from my travels. As I mean, everyone knows I love traveling. So whenever I travel, I make it as my parang learning experience also. From different cultures, different installations all over the world, and of course the experience. Because nowadays, having an event is not just like the visual experience. It has to have a feeling also. So we need to touch that sense too.
Gideon, you're everyone's favorite in the industry, not just with the clients, but also with other suppliers who get to work with you. But do you have favorite clients? Tea. But it's but it's the good ones,
Yeah.
you know. It's a good thing, like favorite
Yeah.
clients to work with.
Probably my favorite clients are the ones who really or completely trust us the whole process.
Pure let go.
Yeah, and I would say 80% of them are that kind. So when they go with us, I usually ask details in the beginning. They have some like specific like details that they want, but beyond that, they leave it to us.
Like they
usually.
also just hand you their credit card. Here you go,
Yeah,
Gideon.
Gideon, on anything, unlimited spending.
I wish.
Take us back through some of your most memorable events and weddings that you've done that you're like, even you're like, wow, I did that.
There's so many, and like every event has its own story. So like memorables are probably some are from outside the country and destination weddings in the Philippines. Specifically,
Yeah, like top of mind. Give us
probably
maybe your top
the
three.
one in Vietnam 3 years ago, because that client is like completely Vietnamese. They don't know anyone from the Philippines. So, and they completely trust us with the whole production. So that is really something special to me because, you know, someone from abroad trusted us with their, you know, with the whole production.
But of course, it's not just weddings that you do.
Yeah, we also
There's
do
actually
other
more.
events.
Let's talk about that. So with other events, what can we approach you for?
We do a lot of events, like from the weddings and then next event sometimes will be the baptismal and birthdays of their daughters and son. So
it's basically anything and everything already.
Yeah.
How do you have the time? Well, what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to keep our viewers hanging a bit as we get to know you more later on when we come back. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Hello, welcome back to the Daily Dish. We're still with the Gideon Hermosa here at the studio. And we actually can't wait to have you Gideonize our studio one of
why
these
not?
days.
One of these days.
Right? Why not? So we're talking about trends with 2026 weddings. What are the trends right now? Like, what are the themes? What are the colors for the soon-to-be brides?
Okay, this year is kind of exciting because, you know, everything is not just about the visual experience. We always consider the feeling of the guests also. Like, everything has to have like intention. So like from the small details of the event to the whole experience. So it's not just about it has to be Instagrammable or it has to look good on photos and video. You have to inject that, you know, you have to consider that feeling from what they're gonna feel when they enter the venue.
So we are way past just being Instagrammable.
Yes,
What is
yes.
that feeling that we are talking about? Meaning, how do you actually make it tangible for our viewers on how you've probably done it already before as well? That, you know, once someone enters the room, there's this feeling that they get.
Right.
Yeah, so we always make our events personalized. I always take time to interview my client, know their personalities, to incorporate that in every details of the event. So like, the thing is like when the guests enter and they see the space, they will know that this is really about the client. It's not just about a specific theme. So we incorporate like personalized things. They will see na, oh, it's really them.
Yeah. That's beautiful. It's mostly customized. I think
it
you
is
talked
your
about
day
somebody,
after
it is
all,
your
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
But for those who like don't have a preference, like if they just give you free hand, are there specific colors that you prefer to work with?
Wow, blank slate.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. No, well, we love.
How do you do
I
that?
think some of the clients it really goes to us because of that. Because we give them the directions. We give them directions for the whole wedding, like from the colors to the concept, entertainment, even cake design, invitation design, like the whole concept of the whole wedding. So what we do is like we don't just give them options. We always ask their personalities. We always want to have something or like any stories behind. We don't just design because this is the trend now. Like we love injecting like more personalized details.
Like you said, it's your day.
It's
So it
your
has
day,
to be
it's a must.
personal.
Forgive me
Yeah.
because as I'm talking to you, I can't help but look behind with our screens because
Yeah.
these pics, these videos
there's a before.
are super duper, how do you say it? Not just eye-catching, it just really pulls you and draws you in, no? Earlier on, you mentioned personality and all, and I can't help but think, Gideon, being 15 years officially in this industry and leading it, of course you've dealt with several personalities. Tell us about
Definitely.
difficult moments, challenging moments, because after all, this is a business.
Yeah, of course, there are a lot of challenges in different clients. Like every client has different personalities. So every week, imagine we always deal with like different client and different personalities, right? So there are clients who are very demanding and they're specific with what they want, and sometimes it doesn't really match with the whole concept. So we give them options. We try to, explain to them that these are the nice things. I mean, we don't suggest things that we don't think, it will not work or something,
correct.
right? So we give them options always. And then, of course, we always, that's why we always take time to talk to them personally regarding all the details that they want, because we don't want like unexpected things that will, executed or happen during the day.
So it's really communication. Can you
Yeah.
name a specific client moment? Don't worry, not client name.
Yeah.
Client moment that really was challenging, but it changed your way of doing things and actually, help you in your career later on in life.
Yeah, so there was this client who she got married outdoor, like in one of the destinations, and she really want to create. I mean, she really want to do all the weddings outdoor, but of course, we can't like. I mean, doing outdoor weddings is really challenging, especially in the
weather.
you can't control the weather, right?
Hello, God, please make sure sunny
Exactly,
today.
exactly.
Okay.
So like we try to explain to her that at this month there will be probably rain, so we need to have a backup plan or something. So in terms of like design, we give them options of having like an indoor space without thinking it's in indoor. Like for example, like
outdoors pa rin.
Yes, yes. So like we incorporate tents that doesn't look like a tent, things like
Wait,
that.
that's so smart. So when it's
Yeah.
typically rainy season here in the Philippines, when your client books you for those seasons, you have option A, option B.
We need to have
always.
up to option
Z.
All the options.
Yes, because it's really hard to like rely on the weather forecast.
And how long does it take you to create your amazing art pieces?
Oh, we had a wedding yesterday. They just booked us last Sunday.
Oh, I saw that. You said you had 1 week.
Wait,
You
is this a
posted.
wedding?
Less than a week. It
Wedding?
was a wedding yesterday.
It was
yeah.
beautiful, but it was all white.
Yeah.
I saw white and green.
Wait, I just have to backtrack on that, Mo. Sunday tumawag
Yes.
at nagpabook, and it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's like less than a week to
Less
plan
than- definitely
the
less than a
entire
week.
thing. Amazing! Ano yun, nagtanan?
No.
Bigla.
Well, actually, I don't know. Like it's a.
It happens randomly.
Yeah,
lang.
I think they were considering like to do it by themselves,
Yeah.
and then they realized they need help. So.
So just to clarify, Gideon, we can call you less than a week before for our special day. And kaya mo yan.
As long as we are available, why not?
Okay, but in reality, how far away in advance should clients book?
Okay, my suggestion, at least a year.
Oh my gosh,
as much
a
as
year,
possible. A year.
okay.
6 months is really possible, but at least a year. To give time for like other options.
I guess the question is, may availability ka pa ba?
Yeah, right?
As long as we're available,
Yeah.
that's not
When are the busiest months for you?
usually November, December.
Noted. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, since I like your question about how long or how early we should start planning and asking, then let's get on with it. Tips that you have for brides out there, on how they can actually prepare well with their weddings. Because I know you've seen it all. 15 years is a lot.
Yeah.
You've worked with so many people, different kinds of scenarios. So what are your tips for everyone there who will be having their wedding in 1 or 2 years?
Yeah. So for everyone who's having their wedding, I think they have to enjoy the process. They really have to enjoy the process because planning is so fast. Like in a year span, one day it will be the wedding day. So they have to enjoy the whole process. Don't just follow trends. Of course, you can, save like concepts that you want, but give the freedom to your designer who will execute everything based on your personalities. We don't just, follow trends, right? And then I would say on the day of the event, let go. Because sometimes they always think of what's gonna happen on my first dance, my, trip or whatever. And they don't focus on that specific time during their makeup, having like photo shoot with their bridesmaids. So for me, on the day of the event, they need to learn how to let go, trust everything to their suppliers,
Yeah.
and enjoy the day.
That's the
I
best
love it.
tip ever. Yeah, we spoke to a well-known wedding videographer here just the other day. And there's
Okay.
been discussion online about weddings here in the Philippines. What are your thoughts on weddings here in the Philippines versus weddings abroad? Because there's a discussion going around saying weddings here in the Philippines are too much of a production. It's not as intimate anymore, and it's not as being present in the moment. What are your
Well,
comments?
that's true because of a lot of, trends that they've seen online, so and they want to follow. So a lot of things for a short period of time is like happening. They don't even enjoy having cocktails with their guests because they want to have a photo shoot inside the room or have a photo shoot outside, things like that. So I think like the difference is most of our weddings abroad, they're very chill. Even if it's a production kind of like design,
It's more
they're
relaxed.
they're very chill, yeah. And probably because we incorporate everything in one day, versus, let's say, weddings abroad, usually they have a welcome dinner, they have a send-out brunch after.
true.
So they have time to mingle with everyone. So on the day of the event, they're very chill.
And there's probably more alcohol sometimes, you know. When I go to international weddings, it's talagang from start, aperitifs, diba, and all of these things, all the way to the end. So that's why they're more relaxed.
Yeah, and people just dance whenever. There's no program as well, like
no
abroad.
program, no huge LED walls. Like enjoying the moment, the scenery, like the background, the destination, basically.
Aww, sweet.
Okay, can we go now to money talk, if you don't mind? The budget. Of course, we know.
Pinapawisan na si Gideon.
No. I really just want to know, or maybe for our viewers out there, like, what is a good number for them to prepare for? Because they're going to have a year or two, maybe. What is a minimum that could give them the most bang out of their special moment?
Okay, well, nowadays, everything is expensive, even here in the Philippines, to be honest.
Love the honesty.
Yeah. But in terms of like the budget, it can ranges from like a low to like sky's the limit, right? So it really depends on how much they're willing to spend. In terms of the numbers,
wait, I like that sky's the limit. Maybe you could share with us what was your moment of sky's the limit with a client. Yeah.
Okay, the thing is we help the clients plan the events, but we are technically not a wedding planner. So we don't really know the exact budgets like the wedding planners does.
Oh, that's right. Because it passes through. Okay,
so we only do design. So basically, all other stuff like the gowns, everything, usually the planners does that, like all the budgeting. So I really don't know like the exact amount for weddings.
Ilang percentage kaya as a bride goes to styling versus the dress versus the food?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Diba?
Actually,
I don't know like how they...
Well, I mean, based on my experience, because sometimes I ask them, usually in terms of the food, like I would say in terms of the venue and food, probably 40 to 50% of the budget, because they really invest on that. And probably next will be the decors, and then next will be the dresses or entertainment. Sometimes, it really depends on which one do they prioritize.
Okay. But indoor or outdoor weddings to design?
Honestly, I love outdoors. Honestly, because of the space. I love designing large spaces with small guests.
Okay.
And, sorry, Chal.
No,
I just
go
want to
ahead.
ask, as one of the brides soon.
Very soon.
Wow.
What are your favorite destinations here in the Philippines?
In the Philippines?
For people to get married?
Yeah. In the Philippines, definitely Palawan, Boracay, Batanes.
Oh, Batanes.
Have you done in Batanes? Beautiful. In the rolling hills
In
of
the
Batanes.
rolling hills and in...
But that would mean limited rin yung accommodation,
Yeah.
So smaller party
Yeah,
yun.
smaller
Okay.
More
parties. That
intimate.
was less than 50 guests.
That's on my bucket list.
But it's
Batanes.
beautiful.
Less than 50.
Like, beautiful.
You
How many
prefer
guests will you
beaches?
be having?
A lot. So Batanes is out of the question.
How many guests?
Batanes.
We have a lot of barangays coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you mentioned outdoor as one of your parang more preferred spaces when doing your events. What about your dream outdoor that you haven't actually touched on? Like if you could do
Here or
an
abroad?
event anywhere, sky's the limit.
I have, no specific like location, but like the scenery or the background. I would love to have a wedding in the middle of the desert.
Wow.
Sahara.
How cool with
Like
the camels.
either Sahara or Middle East, wherever. Like I really, that's one of my dream, yeah.
That's
I've
a
never
sick
actually seen.
concept.
I haven't really seen one in this past few years. You know, usually there's a standout wedding and yung nga, no, desert. Parang...
Because I think logistically, mahirap yun eh.
It is,
'Cause
it is.
how are you going to bring
It is.
everything right to the middle of the desert?
Yeah. We have, another
good
like
idea.
one location is definitely on top of an Alp.
Wow, on top of the
But
Swiss
it's gonna
Alps.
happen in March.
Ah,
So
you
we
have
have a
na.
wedding in Switzerland in March. So that's gonna be one check on my bucket list.
Akala ko February Winter Olympics. But yay! Oh my gosh, so
Yeah.
one check for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the desert, if anybody's watching and y'all want to have a desert wedding, Gideon is your man. Ferdi said yeah.
I love unique
Ayan.
locations. Like any unique locations usually. Or historical locations.
True, that would really lend a beautiful backdrop. And I think you would have to work less on terms of, or is it more?
Well, it really depends on how they want to transform the space. But we can definitely adapt and work with whatever in the location. So
We're gonna play a fun game now, Chal. We're gonna do rapid fire with Gideon. So whatever first comes to mind, just blurt out the answer.
Okay.
Go, Chal, you first.
Okay, intimate or grand celebration?
Intimate.
Really? That's less budget.
But what intimate for you?
Intimate can be grand in terms of like design also.
Beautifully said, yes.
How many is intimate for you?
Probably 30 to 100.
Okay.
Hirap ng 30.
Okay. All right, day wedding or night wedding?
Day wedding because I love the daylight. Well, if you will ask me, specific time can be like sunrise. I love sunrise weddings or sunset, like actually.
Ang aga naman ng sunrise.
Yeah. We've done one sunrise wedding. It's beautiful.
Okay, this one you really have to pick one, ah.
Okay.
Flowers or lighting when it comes to design and style?
Flowers.
Okay,
Your roots.
classic or more modern?
I like classic ones.
Long tables or round tables? Or spiral? I also saw some spirals.
Definitely long tables. Always.
What's your dream wedding destination, personally?
My personal wedding.
Yours.
My wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah, okay. Before like years ago, I would love to get married in the middle of delphinium fields in the Netherlands.
with
So
the
like it's a
tulips?
field, it's a field
Yeah,
of
yeah.
flowers. We will gonna chop like a portion of the field and we'll set up a table there.
How cool!
I can
Yeah,
picture
that's
it.
my dream.
I could actually picture
Yeah.
the moment you said it.
That's
it's
amazing.
Yeah.
You see it so
we-
clear.
I don't need to hire someone or I don't need to work. It's just,
all around there. That's kind of what they did
Yeah.
with Wicked. They planted how many tulips and flowers, and they had the
Oh,
kids
for the
running in the
show, for the
beginning for the
movie,
movie. Okay, I can see your vision.
Yeah.
Wait, are you single or dating or married?
I'm single now.
Oh, so,
Oh,
okay,
yay!
we're gonna
Somebody
get
make
those
his dream come
tulips.
true.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Okay. One word to describe your style.
Experiential.
Experiential.
That makes
Yeah.
sense because everything's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Not one, like, you can't say, like, oh, it's Gideon. Everyone is, like he said, personalized. Okay.
Together with it. I'm still thinking of, who to make Gideon date so we can attend a wedding with tulips. All right, next.
All right, who's your most memorable, or actually, what is your most memorable client request that made you really be like, I don't know if I can do that, but let's do it.
Wow.
Well, this I want to hear.
Wow, there's a lot.
Pero one na narili-hirapan ka.
Like, I want a spaceship.
Yeah, like I want to be getting married in the middle of the the atmosphere or the plane, 30,000 feet above air. Wala.
We have done that.
Wow. So okay,
Gideon has done it all, ladies and
basically, what
gentlemen.
hasn't he
Thinking
done?
which one,
It's
because
hard.
like we always, I love challenges kasi. So, like whenever a client throws us like a challenge, I make it an inspiration. So,
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
For anybody watching, just throw him any challenge and he will execute. Thank you so much,
Thank
Gideon.
you
thank you so
for coming
much.
here. We love having
Thank you so much.
And
for
there
having
you
me.
have it once again. The Gideon here at the Daily Dish. We've got more stories from around the world, plus the latest in sports and entertainment when the Daily Dish returns. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. Jersey City is preparing for the Filipino-American Friendship Day Parade that's returning to West Side Avenue after last year's cutbacks. The city is home to over 16,000 Philams, and the new mayor promises big changes for the Filipino community. Our U.S. correspondent Don Tagala has this story.
Within a week of his inauguration as the 50th mayor of Jersey City, Mayor James Solomon signed an executive order to conduct an audit of long-term tax abatements and initiate reforms to reduce fees for community cultural events, including the annual Philippine-American Friendship Day Parade on West Side Avenue, the heart of the Filipino community.
We have a $730 million budget. By making a simple change, less than $100,000, but our cultural organizations will now be able to return to the full events that they've done and to thrive in Jersey City. No, so to the Filipino community, to PAFCOM, your parade will come back to West Side Avenue this year.
The mayor noted that the Philippine-American Friendship Day Parade was scaled down last year due to an $11,500 city fee to be able to have the parade on West Side Avenue.
So we were impacted with this, I would say, ridiculous amount for a very short period. For some nonprofits who just rely on fundraisings and grants to give service to the culture of the people, the residents of Jersey City, it's very hard to come up with that.
So the new city government has created a tiered cost-sharing system to lessen the cost to community parade organizers up to 50% of the parade cost.
Over the last couple of years, Jersey City became unaffordable. And, PAFCOM is the key example of a group that last year couldn't afford to hold its parade on the west side because of a series of fees. It's going to make it more affordable. The groups are still going to have to fundraise and help contribute, but we're going to make Jersey City a place where everyone can continue to have their cultural celebrations.
Members of the Filipino community paid the mayor a courtesy call to thank him for making the Filipino parade affordable again.
Indeed, we are very, very happy that he is doing it within the first week of his administration. He really worked fast, and I think that shows, integrity in his part, because he promised he's going to do something for the people of Jersey City.
Meanwhile, the mayor said that as millions of dollars in tax breaks went to developers, the average family struggled with affordability. This executive order will hold these developers accountable, auditing every tax abatement and ensuring the city government collects its fair share of taxes.
I wholeheartedly support the move to audit all of our tax abatements. The people of Jersey City, again, when they don't pay their taxes and their fair share, their rents, they get penalized and they get and are asked to pay more. And for far too long, developers have skirted those rules.
The PAFCOM parade will return to its West Side Avenue route on the 4th Sunday of June, beginning this year.
To the Filipino community of Jersey City, our parade is coming home again to West Side Avenue. I hope to see you all there this June. Maraming salamat po.
Don Tagala, Bilyonaryo News Channel, New Jersey.
Alex Ayala advances to the quarterfinals of the Philippine Women's Open after defeating Japan's Himeno Sakatsume. Zeus Valdez is on the line for the details. Go ahead, Zeus.
Hi, Monique. Alex Ayala is moving on and the home crowd is moving with her. The Filipina tennis star advanced to the quarterfinals of the WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open after a 6-4, 6-0 win over Japan's Himeno Sakatsume at the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. The opening set was far from comfortable. Ayala faced multiple pressure moments early as Sakatsume tested her with deep returns and long rallies. But the Filipina ace held her ground, fought through crucial games, and eventually broke late in the set to take control of the match. From there, momentum completely shifted. Ayala dominated the second set by dictating tempo from the baseline and capitalizing on errors to close out the match in straight sets. The win also served as redemption after Sakatsume won their previous meeting in 2023. Despite the loud home support, Ayala has emphasized that in pressure moments, her focus turns inward, treating each match as a test of composure, discipline, and self-control rather than the opponent across the net. The energy inside the stadium remained high as Ayala continued to feed up the home support in the country's first ever WTA 125 event. With the victory, Ayala moves one step closer to a deep run on home soil as he continues to build momentum in the tournament. Next up is a major test. Ayala faces Colombia's Camila Osorio in the quarterfinals today at 7 p.m. at the same venue. Osorio advanced after a 3-set win over Japan's Mai Tama. Meanwhile, the tournament also saw a major shakeup in the draw. Top seed Tatjana Maria of Germany bowed out in the round of 16 after falling to Russia's Tatiana Prozorova in straight sets 6-7, 6-4, one of the biggest upsets of the inaugural WTA event in Manila. For now, Alex Ayala keeps the home campaign alive. Back to you, Monique.
Thank you, Zeus Valdez, reporting.
And on entertainment news, the camp of Michelle D. and Rian Ramos has denied the complaint filed by Ramos's former driver, calling it a mere act of retaliation. According to their legal counsel, attorney Maggie Abraham Garduque, D. had earlier filed a case against the man, identified only as alias Totoy, over their alleged theft of sensitive photographs, an accusation the driver had previously admitted to. The former driver has accused D. and Ramos of a physical assault, torture, and serious legal detention. He claims he was hurt by celebrities, bodyguards, and by D. and Ramos themselves, allegedly with involvement of another beauty queen, Samantha Panlilio. The camp of D. and Ramos say they have yet to receive an official copy of the complaint from the National Bureau of Investigation, but are ready to respond once it's formally served.
On to another legal battle. U.S. singer Chris Brown appeared briefly before a London court on Wednesday in connection with an alleged nightclub assault on a music producer. He has denied charges of attempting to cause grievous bodily harm and assaulting, causing actual bodily harm over what prosecutors say was an unprovoked attack with a bottle in 2023. Brown appeared alongside co-defendant Omololu Akinlolu, who has also pleaded not guilty. The pair's trial is due to begin in October, and both were granted bail ahead of a further preliminary hearing in April.
And tomorrow on The Daily Dish, we'll have the wonderful Chef Rhea Sisip, who's behind the beloved Flower Pot Manila. We'll also talk to EJ Pagulayan of Om Yoga about improving flexibility, strength, and mindfulness. Catch that at noon, only here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. And that's it for us this Thursday, January 29. Join us again tomorrow for more real talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With Zero Filter, I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matter most.
I'm Chal Lontoc. Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Thank you for making us your lunchtime companion. I'm Mai Rodriguez, and that's The Daily Dish. Served!